I want to congratulate Donald Trump on his victory.
An even bigger win than we anticipated.
Donald Trump sweeps the primaries in South Carolina and Michigan, taking nearly 60% of the vote in the GOP primary in Haley's home state of South Carolina, and nearly 70% of the vote in Michigan. Despite these major losses, Haley is not backing out of the race, vowing to continue her run for the White House at least until Super Tuesday on March 5th. The GOP candidates are already drawing lines in the sand on the latest pro-life controversy, in vitro fertilization, or IVF. The Alabama Supreme Court sparked national debate on the ethics surrounding IVF in their recent decision that children preserved as embryos are protected under state law. Alabama Supreme Court judges wrote that unborn children are children under the act without exception, based on developmental stage, physical location, or any other ancillary characteristics. The ruling stems from a wrongful death case filed by 3 couples after their embryos, which were created through in vitro fertilization, were accidentally destroyed. A patient at the hospital the children were being stored at somehow gained access to the lab. That patient grabbed the embryos, which were being stored frozen in a cryogenic enclosure, and dropped them on the floor, killing them.
One of the things that I think is very important from the Alabama State Supreme Court ruling is that it recognizes that human life begins at conception and that these children should be protected no matter where they are, in their mother's womb or in a laboratory. In fact, it points out that the in vitro fertilization process kills huge numbers of children at the embryonic stage.
Trump came out strongly against the ruling on social media, saying, "We want to make it easier for mothers and fathers to have babies, not harder. That includes supporting the availability of fertility treatments like IVF in every state in America." Nikki Haley told CNN's Jake Tapper that she conceived her son through artificial insemination, but also said, quote, "I think that the court was doing it based on the law, and I think Alabama needs to go back and look at the law." The IVF debate also reaching Capitol Hill, where many lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are coming down against the Alabama decision, including Democrat Senator Chuck Schumer and Republican Senator Lindsey Graham. Some Senate Democrats are already working to enshrine IVF protections federally.
You cannot support IVF and support fetal personhood laws. They are fundamentally incompatible. You are not fooling anyone.
My Access to Family Building Act, which would ensure that every American's right to become a parent via treatments like IVF is fully protected, regardless of what state they live in.
The Biden administration is sending the nation's top health official, Health and Human Services Secretary Javier Becerra, to Alabama in the wake of the ruling to meet with doctors and patients there. Catholic social teaching prohibits IVF due to the massive destruction of embryonic life. IVF also separates the creation of life from the marital act and treats the new life of a child as a product, not a gift. IVF is just one way couples procreate through what the fertility industry calls assisted reproductive technology, or ART. According to the Centers for Disease Control, there are more than 450 clinics for ART in the U.S. In the most recent report from 2020, nearly 80,000 infants born were conceived through alternatives to sex within marriage. The cost of IVF is expensive, averaging around $19,000. For that reason, many couples choose to discontinue the process. That's when their embryonic children are essentially thawed and thrown in the waste bin.